Actions continue to trail Nigeria's huge delegation to the 2023 United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP28, in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, UAE. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, has criticized Nigeria's large delegation of 1,411 persons to COP28. PDP alleged that the country's over-bloated, in their words, delegation to the Conference of the Parties of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, COP28, brimmed with President Bola TINUBU'S, in their words, and I quote, cronies, political minions, and their mistresses at huge expense to the nation, end of quote. Presidential candidates of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, and the presidency have traded words over the number of Nigerian delegations at the ongoing COP28 in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Obi on Sunday, in a post on his X handle, wondered why Nigerian, with more people living in multidimensional poverty than China, despite China having 7 times Nigeria's population, would take 1,411 people who don't understand what climate change is all about to the conference. However, the Senior Special Assistant, SSA, to the President on Media and Publicity, Mr. Temitope Ajayi, said that Nigeria's 1,411 delegates at the ongoing COP28 in Dubai were not all government-funded. In a statement on Sunday, the presidential aide said that the Nigerian delegation include civil society actors, business persons, and others who have different roles to play at the conference. All right, Rufai, much ado about COP28 in Dubai. In fact, it's almost taking the attention of the real reason why, why the summit is being held. Your take on the number of delegates?
Yeah, so it's good to have you back. Very happy. I've been so happy since I saw you this morning. But hey, here we go again. I normally ask this question every day. What country do we want to build? A country of waste or a country of integrity? No matter how much the government tries to defend this COP28 debacle, it's a scandal that stinks. If the government says not everybody in the 1,400 list that was taken there was paid for by the government, then the question we'd like to ask them is, why will people go there as confidant of the president? Who pays for that? Why will governors, why will ministries go there with their aides? Who pays for that? It's not the government money? Yes, we understand that business people can pay for their companies, various groups and all of that. But the government officials that went there, there were a lot. Why will people that we know have no business with climate change go there and do pictures on Instagram and videos? And it's been so many jamborees, many things on the offer like item 7. I think one thing they forgot, let me tell you guys, is the fact that they forget a key part of this jamboree, which was Ashwebi. They forgot to pick and coal. That's the only thing I'll fault them for this morning. They forgot to pick and coal, but I'm being sarcastic. In a country that is bleeding as we speak, with the economic quagmire, with the fact that citizens can barely get by, most hospitals, wards are shutting down because doctors are now leaving Nigeria to places like Sierra Leone for better pay. When will this administration say enough to all of this waste? Last week, it was 15 billion to build a VP villa. This week is COP. What will happen next week? Let us introspect.
Well, at COP28, Nigeria is a country with the 4th largest delegation. The hosts, the United Arab Emirates, they have over 4,000 delegates in their country, right? Brazil, followed by Brazil. Brazil has over 3,000 delegates. China has 822, and Nigeria has 1,411. Now, the explanation by the presidency is that this is not a jamboree, that, COP28 is a conference of parties that has attracted persons from the media, from civil society, businesses, state subnational, that's state governments, and also the federal government. And it's not everybody that is in Dubai attending this conference that is there at the expense of the federal government. However, the federal government delegation list itself, according to an investigation, I think by Business Day newspaper, runs into 590. From the presidency alone, 138. And then all other people going at the expense of the federal government, 590. Another report, I think in Punch, stated that 3 plane loads had to take people there. Now, the immediate indication is that more than half of the people that are in that Dubai are just there for a holiday at government expense. At a time when the budget 2024 of Nigeria is going to be funded almost 100% from borrowings. And this is why Nigerians are saying that, look, government should try to cut the cloth. Even in the UK, which is a far more prosperous country, the government, the Prime Minister is saying public institutions will just have to cut cost. But here in Nigeria, you know, we're asking people to tighten their belts. Government is not tightening its own belt, which is why the criticism by the PDP and Mr. P2B will seem to make sense. Mr. Obi is saying, is it not better for us to invest in production rather than sending people on holiday? It's a 13-day program. Half of the people there will not present any paper. They will not attend meetings. The person who has been doing most of the work is President Tinubu himself, who has met with John Kerry. He has participated in a panel with other people. He has made statements in the place. Okay, the other people that are there, what are they doing? One report even stated that Sheyi Tinubu is at COP28. In his capacity as what? As first son of Nigeria, what is he doing there? The presence of some of the ladies there has been questioned. And that is why Debo Ologunagba, speaking for the PDP, has had cause to say some people there are mistresses of government officials. The state governments can justify their presence. I assume that those state governors, they are paying their own way since they have their own subnational resources. And we've seen some of the governors, like the governor of Lagos State, the governor of Ogun State, participating in some of the forums and making a case for their states. But half of the people there, we don't know what they are doing. So this is it's about the optics. It's also about the point that Mr. Obi has made that, look, China has 822 people. Nigeria has 1,411. To prove what? And he did a comparison of the two countries and pointed out that, look, this 1,411 doesn't look good. Finally, I think it's good that Mr. Obi of the Labour Party is speaking up. The PDP is also speaking up through his spokesperson. We need quality opposition once this is based on facts.
All right, so in 2021, Nigeria signed in the Climate Change Act, and this was positioned to demonstrate their seriousness when it comes to the issue of climate change. And so one would imagine that COP28 or a climate change conference like this would be of great interest to the nation, to the president, and of course, it is a global issue, so very important. In fact, President Lula da Silva of Brazil justified the number of delegates he's taken or he has taken to Dubai based on the fact that he came on board as president during his campaigns with a strong commitment to fighting climate change in Brazil. And so you would understand that in Nigeria, we have seen our fair share of issues around climate change with, the herders, deforestation and the likes. And so it is commendable that Nigeria is positioned to want to demonstrate seriousness with regards to climate change issues. However, is the level of, in quote, demonstration of seriousness commensurate to our current reality as a nation? And the major consensus out there is a big no. Business Day reports that the cost of 590 government delegates out of the 1,411 is estimated, if you look at the current rate of tickets to fly, is 880 million naira. That's what it costs only in flight tickets or in terms of transportation for these numbers of people. Beyond that, their welfare Ester code for some of these delegates who are there would give us an idea of the staggering amount it's costing Nigerians. And I'd like to say it's not the government's money. I don't want us to use the term government funds. This is the commonwealth of the Nigerian people, because the money that's being spent belongs to the Nigerian people. The reason why we must scrutinize, we must emphasize and challenge the spendings of government is beyond the fact that they've asked us to tighten our belts because we're in economically dire situations. It's the fact that for every penny spent on frivolities like this is money denied for building infrastructure. Is money denied for for children who need to go to school and education, putting money in the education system? Is money denied to maternal health and women who die, and instead of building hospitals? Of course, we can say that this amount of money would just put a dent in those areas, but every time money is wasted by government, is money that opportunity cost of that is money that could have gone to making the lives of Nigerians better. The optics don't look good, and it could be quite provocative for a number of Nigerians who are living in multidimensional poverty. Despite the presidency's justification for the amount of money and the fact that private sector, and people have funded, it does not in any way cut what is being obvious, what is being seen as a waste of money, especially as